Did you know that what you're thinking about can kill you? Hey, the Bible's true. It tells us in Romans 8:6 that if we set our mind on the wrong things, it leads to death. But if we set our minds in a different direction, it leads to life and peace. So while the bad news is we can really mess ourselves up with wrong thinking, the great news is that if you'll set your mind on the things that God teaches us to set our minds on, we'll experience a wonderful life, a life of peace, a life of joy. We'll enjoy the fruit of the Spirit. So there's good things for us to look forward to. Your thoughts are kind of like ping pong balls bouncing around in your head. There's a lot of activity and noise there at times. Some of the thoughts are colorful. There are some of them that are good and worth keeping. And then there are definitely some that just don't belong. Now, it's not too hard to tell the difference between a ping pong ball and a rock. But when it comes to our minds and distinguishing thoughts, knowing whether one is a good thought that's worth keeping, or whether it's a bad thought, a negative thought that weighs us down and needs to be tossed, that takes a little more analysis. Virtually everything you've read in the first 7 chapters have been laying a critical foundation for what's to come. In Chapter 8, Thinking Like a Native, you're going to learn the mechanics of renewing your mind, how to change your thinking so that you can start to experience transformation. First, we're going to look at undeniable evidence that unhealthy thinking leads to an unhealthy body and an unhealthy life. Next, we'll take a look at your feelings and your words and actions and teach you to identify their true source so that you can change them. Next, we'll look at a simple 3-step process for renewing your mind so that you can start to experience the transformation that God desires. This chapter is going to help you take command of your thinking so that you're no longer jerked around to and fro by whatever pops into your head. If you apply it, it's going to make a difference in your life.